everybody. Yes, hello. How are we? Oh, well, good afternoon and welcome to Having a Laugh with Johnny Laff with me. We've got a few people. Oh, there we are. We've got a few people on today already. Look at that. Hello, Christine. Hello, Lynn Ange. Hello, happy Ash Wednesday. Yes, happy pancake. Did you eat pancakes yesterday, everybody? Oh, yeah. Do you know what? I flicked it and it didn't go anywhere. It went straight back in the pan. I saw David Miles doing it as well. Lots of people doing the pancakes. Fantastic. We've got some great guests today, but before we do that, hi, Joanne. How are you, darling? Before we do that, Danny, my mate, Danny Waters. I worked with Danny in Tenerife many years ago. Him and Nelly were a band, and they were absolutely fantastic. Hi, Nadine. How are you? I'll try and say as many names as I can. Yeah, today is a special birthday because it is Ed Sheeran's birthday today. 30 years of age. Can you be 30? I've got socks older than him. I'll tell you. Well, I can't believe it. Hello, Val. How are you? Val's on as well. Val, I said, nice to see a few people on. I said, I've got a message down the right-hand corner from Lucy. I'll chat to Lucy later on. Well, what's been happening? Well, I've had my letter for my COVID jab. But I've rang up and they said, no, you've got to wait till we ring you. Then they said, can you go to Ipswich? Go to Ipswich? All that way to Ipswich for a little jab? No, I'm going to wait. And she said, keep trying, and then there will be one in your area. One of them was in Bristol. Bristol, can you believe it? Me go to Bristol, all the way down there, too far away. We've got some great guests today. And also, I mean, not long now, hopefully, let's pray that Potters are going to open for the summer, because obviously the numbers are dropping and they are going down. And it's fantastic news for Potters. In fact, every company who are in hospitality. Hi, Gina. Everybody's in hospitality. So it's really going to be good. And hopefully that Potters, we are all keeping our fingers, toes, legs for the Potter family, for all the people at Potters, really, 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 we need to get back to work and, get your guests, the lovely guests want to come to Potters. They're just queuing up. And apparently, Mark heard the other day, the summer season has nearly sold out. There's a few left. Please get onto our booking office at Potters. Just go online and just book it online, or just ring them up and say, we want to come because Johnny Laff's not going to be there. Abigail, we hope to see you in October, Abigail. Yeah, I mean, I might be. I don't know. I'm just saying. I just might be. Now, I've got three great guests. Hi, Marilyn. How are you, darling? Got three great guests coming on. Two stars of Britain's Got Talent. They were the finalists in Britain's Got Talent, and they're on today. I'm going to bring two people on first, and then we'll save one right till the very end. But we'll have Aaron. Aaron, are you there? Aaron Bolton.
I am.
Aaron Bolton, where are you?
Hello, I'm here. How are you?
Hello, Aaron. How are you, mate? How's it going?
I'm still within these four walls.
I know you. Listen, I'm only going to have a quick little bit now, and then we'll bring you back on for a huge chat, and you can tell us all about your career, how it's gone down the pan, and
I'm stuck in, mate. I'm stuck here.
Do you know what it is? Everybody's stuck in their house. I went out today, and honestly, I got a bit nervous. I thought, I don't know where I'm going because I've been out so long. It's just so.
Wow.
But listen, we'll have a chat later on, and it's great to see you on. Gloria says hello. Hi, Keith.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello, everyone.
Oh, look, it's all coming up. Look at the people. Look, Marilyn. Oh, there's so many. Look, lovely to see you, Aaron. See, they love you, Aaron. All the women, all the old dears. No young birds, though, is there? It's all the old ones who love you.
That's fine.
I get the same. Missed you. Lynn hasn't missed me. She just put missed you, Aaron. See what I mean? See, that's how it
Johnny,
works.
mate, that's not fair, is it? It's not on, mate.
Aaron, listen, I'll talk to you very soon, mate. I'll talk to you very soon. And we've got a few little bits surprised for you from Aaron. Right, we've got a young man who I had the pleasure of working with many, many, many years ago. And he was on Britain's Got Talent. And it's my pleasure to welcome from Britain's Got Talent. It is Steve Hewlett. Are you there, Steve?
Yes. Hello, Johnny. Hello, Johnny.
I'll tell you what, look at that big head. He's such a big head, that Steve Hewlett.
Hello, Johnny.
Oh,
are you having a laugh? Steve, are you having a laugh?
Steve, you've been locked down for far too long. Come on, camera. I know that's not you. That was at Chroma Pier, that big poster.
You didn't do the gag. We set that up for you to do the gag, and you didn't do the gag.
I know. See. Keith,
are you saving it? Hello, Johnny. Are you right, mate? Great to see you. Thanks for having us on the show. I feel like I'm gate crashing, mate, because I've never been to Potters. I've always wanted to work Potters, and everyone I know work Potters say you got to work Potters. You can't get in, not even as a punter. You can't even get in as an entertainer. But one day, it's my goal to be there. So I hope I'm not gate crashing. Hello,
Steve,
everyone.
Steve, I have to tell you that you're not good enough.
Oh, okay. That's
fair
enough.
Steve. Yeah, I've started doing ventriloquism, and I've got a dog. I've got a dog called Arthur Lager, and he's doing ever so well at Potters. He's not as old as because Steve. I mean, what a career! I mean, you've still got a career. You know what I mean? And you and I met when you were.
I'm holding on to it.
How old were you, Steve, when I first worked with you? Must have been about 17, 18 years of age.
I was 19 when I first met you, and that was in the Isle of Wight, wasn't it? That was
yes.
Do you remember that Wycliffe Bay?
Oh, White Bess, I do.
Yeah, that was incredible. So, yeah, Les Constable, yeah, bless him, and he was the Ents manager, and I was there with a couple of my friends who are still friends with today, and I was on the Ents team. You know, I was 19. I turned 20 on that season, and you were one of the cabarets that used to come along and do the every other week, which is great to get to know you. You had the same hair, but it was just darker and curlier, wasn't it? You didn't have as many curls back then. You looked just like Mrs. Brown back then in '94, actually.
Yeah, I was quite chubby. We had some great times though, because we used to go up to the lake bar up the other end where Les used to live and sit in there for hours upon end. And
yeah,
it was
the
just a great, you know, and what a great sort of stamping ground it was for you to, you know, to do that. And, you know, because you were trained by a very good friend of mine who was Jimmy Tamley.
He still is Jimmy Tamley, and he's a top ventriloquist in the UK. He won New Faces, and when I was 12 years old, he taught me ventriloquism, and then I roadied for him for 10 years. So he's still today. I was talking to him the other day. One of my best mates, the closest I've ever had as to a brother, really, you know. And I have got a brother, but I don't like him. So Jimmy Tamley is that's a joke, by the way, because I know he's watching. But it's so nice to have a mate in the business who I grew up admiring. You become mates, and then we godfathers to each other's kids as well. We become so close. It's a brothership, friendship, cruise ship, whatever. Lots of ships, yeah, fishing ships.
So how many children has he got, Steve?
He's got five children of his own. Yeah, brilliant,
twins,
lovely kids. Yeah. There's Eleanor, then there's Alice and Katie, Grace and Billy, and they're all so talented, all individually talented in their own ways. Check out their website. So Alice Twomley and Katie Twomley, that they do art, they do music and everything. But Billy is a great musician as well, and Grace is very arty, and Eleanor, they're all at university. They're incredible children, and they're beautiful people as well. He's brought up some amazing children. So so Jimmy's a great person. He's just a great guy, you know. So that reflects in his kids.
You're married, got 2 children, haven't you? 2 children?
I'm married with children, yeah. So there's a 4-year-old who's next door now having a ballet lesson. There's a 9-year-old who's training to be a teenager, and then there's a 41-year-old, and she's getting the tea ready. So yeah, so having fun. That's my wife, Nina.
Steve, you've done so much. Have you got your is he there? Is he there? The drunk? Is he there?
My manager? Yes. He is there.
He's asking about there because we must meet Art.
I'm letting the old man out. I'm nothing without me old man. Actually, it's going to look like we got twins. You're on the other side. Hello, Johnny. Yeah, Johnny, we're looking. Just look at that camera. Oh, there you go. Look, we look like twins, don't we? There you go. How are you, Johnny?
How are you, Arthur?
I'm all right, mate. I remember you when you was a kid, and I was the same age.
Really? You're a bit older than me, mate. I'm telling you.
Do those glasses work? Do they work?
Yeah, look, see, Arthur, now listen. You look
like a Ronnie Depp shirt. I like your shirt. You what? Can't hear you. You were on Britain's Got Talent, so we're going to take you back to that now. We're going to show a clip from you, Steve, on Britain's Got Talent, and it was, and you know, in the final. So let's have a look at that clip.
Here we go. Are you ready for?
Thank you very much. Yay! Careful, you're going to lose my voices. Oh, I got the royal card! No. Arthur, what? We got the wild card. What's it got to do with you? I make you talk. I made you famous. Listen, I'm a ventriloquist. What's that? Hi there, chickadee China, the tiny chicken. You had the gun sticking your so sing, take it away, now go. See ya, see ya, see ya. He's a little weird, isn't he? So you're a hypnotist? No, a hypnotist puts people to sleep. So you missed Amanda this week? Yeah, I didn't think I was going to see you again, but you know what she didn't call on me this week? What's Amanda been calling you? HD. HD, is that because we're on television and you're in high definition? No, it's because I'm a hot dummy. Oh, get in there. No, what are you doing? Stop it. Let me out. Stop it. Let me out. No, let Amanda in. Watch me wreck the night. Watch me wreck the night. Watch me wreck the night. Psycho. Simon, oh, not you. I thought I sent you home. Well, I've not finished my act yet, you see. You're a sensation with the ladies all over the world. Yes, I am. Just tell me, can you let me in on your little secret? Well, I speak different languages. Really? Can you speak Spanish? Can you? No. How am I going to do it then? I'll tell you what. I'm going to count to 10 in English and then you translate. Okay, let's see what you got. 1, uno, 2, dos, 3, hang on. What? This isn't going to work. Why not? You're going to count to 10? Yes. How do I know when you get to 6? Is this going to hurt? Not me. Look at it. Amanda! Shut up, Louis. That's not Louis. No. It looks just like him. No, it's not him. Amanda, I got the oil ready. Okay. Simon, I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. Anita. Oh, Simon. Listen to me. Yes. You two are always together. That's because we go together so well. Oh. We go together like da-da-da-ding-a-dong. Together forever. Shoot-da-shoot-da-ding-a-dong. Change-change-change-change-a-dong. We'll always be as one. Whoa, 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 whoa. And it's a big fat kiss. Unbelievable. Well done, Steve. Brilliant.
How about that, Steve? Wow. Wow.
Incredible. It's really weird looking back at that, because a Saturday night, and you know what it's like, Johnny, doing Saturday night prime time with a live audience, and that was live to about 12, 13 million people. And I've never really had that opportunity apart from the week before to have the chance to showcase my act like that was incredible. And it's down to Nina, really. She taught me that little song at the end. I didn't know how to learn that. She taught me that. She gave me a lot of the ideas. The Sonita with the leaves, Nina gave me that idea. She came up with the Simon Cowell dummy idea. So it's down to my dear wife, Nina, that happened. But to put it all together, and I had 3 days to write that final in the end, because everything changed, because they wanted another celebrity character. And they always want Arthur Lager back. And so it's nice to see him back every time. So, yeah, I can't stand it, though.
Because, Steve, you obviously do a lot for charity, and I'm going to tell the people about it, because you were like the Grand Order of Water Rats, which is a showbiz fraternity. The guys, they raise. I mean, I know quite a lot of the guys. I mean, I've worked with loads of them, and
yeah, a lot of mutual friends.
The celebrities you've got with it, and we've lost a few just recently, but you've got so TV personalities, radio presenters, like everybody, and so how did you come to get in the Grand Order of the Water Rats?
It's an incredible thing. I always knew about it, and for about 20 years I worked with water rats, so I knew about them. I had a dinner in 1999. I had lunch with like David Lodge and Eddie Large and their wives, me and my fiance at the time, Nina. And David Lodge was an actor in the Pink Panther movies. He had his emblem on. And I asked him, I said, what's that you wear? And it's the water rats. So every time I'd be at a charity event, and growing up and working in summer seasons and things and meeting water rats, I'd always hear about it. And then when I was working in 2012, 2012 at Leeds City Varieties with Roy Hudd, and Roy was doing his Max Miller tribute, fantastic as he was. I've always loved Roy, but Roy saw me in 2010 in Thursford, so I'd met him previous. And Roy said to me backstage, he said, Steve, I'd like to make you a water rat. And a few people had mentioned it to me before, but you never, it does take, it's a long process. It takes a long time to get there. So I just went, okay, yeah, I'd love to be invited by yourself. Roy had put me forward. Roger de Courcy seconded me, which is amazing for a fellow ventriloquist to do that. And then I went in at the end of July 2014. 2 months after that, we celebrated 125 years, and all the water rats were invited to Buckingham Palace, and we met the Queen, we met Prince Philip. It was incredible. I introduced my wife to Her Majesty the Queen, and this is 2 months in, so I'm thinking, this is a wonderful experience, I even went to the toilet, and next to me was Amarillo, Tony Christie. It's just weird, the things that happen. Is this the way to go to toilet? Yeah. So.
Did you take Arthur Lager with you, though?
No, I do need both hands. So, oh, do you mean, are you talking about the palace? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I thought you meant the toilet. Sorry. No. So, no, I don't take him wherever I go, Johnny. He's just the pro. He's you're nothing without me, Hewlett. Isn't that right? Isn't that Johnny? Yeah. He's no laugh without a dummy. Yeah. So, no, I didn't take Arthur, actually, because there was a few ventriloquists. Roger de Courcy was there at the palace. John Boucher was there, Alan Simmons. So, and we did take our characters. We took our wives with us, So, in a way, we still had a doll on our arm, which was nice. So,
but did she sit on your lap? And did you go like,
Her Majesty?
Oh, Nina.
No, Nina didn't. She enjoyed a little tipple. You got a little bit of wine and some canopies and stuff. But it was truly incredible. It was such a great experience. But I love being in the order because you get to put shows on, you get to be in shows. And, you're working with Rick Wakeman, you're working with Roy Hudd, all of these great people, Wing Calvin. There's so many, actors, like you say, singers, dancers, comedians, ventriloquists, magicians. It's an incredible order and charity to be part of. I'm so proud of that. That's just one thing that I'm part of, And in this business, you get to know so many people and you get invited to a lot of things as well. Just recently, I've become a patron of the Max Miller Appreciation Society. The headquarters are in Brighton. Yeah, so I'm learning a lot more about Max Miller now, and we're looking forward to getting out there and celebrating that, because I want to have a party now I'm a patron. So I'm going to organise a lunch for them down the south. But
Steve Barclay.
this is Steve Barclay. He must be part of it actually, because he does a tribute, doesn't he? Yeah.
He's brilliant. He's brilliant at that. Yeah. Fantastic.
Yes, he does. He does Max as well. So it is a wonderful business, and you get to do things like this. Really, we're in a pandemic, but mates, and you've been on my podcast, which is coming out shortly. And so I started the podcast last June with Jimmy Cricket, and then I'm doing 100 episodes of that, and then I'm going to finish my book. So I've been doing things in lockdown that you need, to keep your mind active, and that's what I've hoped to have achieved. I'm a better chef. I'm not really the school teacher. Nina's done most of the homeschooling, but I do give her a hand and let her go out for walks and stuff now and again. So you take over and learn to be a unit again, family unit, without pulling each other's hair out too much. Because we're cooped up like my dummies, Now you know how I feel. Yeah, I know. I knew he was going to say that. Well, obvious. So it is so frustrating, but it's also been a wonderful experience for me to be home so much, as you know. It's been very difficult, but it's been really nice to be a dad and to be a husband as much as possible. But I have been in the office. Yeah.
I never got that chance. I was always away for 3 months at a time, and it was a strain, it's a very big strain on not seeing my son grow up, but also, how did it feel when you did Britain's Got Talent, obviously in the final, and then you went out shopping? What was it like? I mean, you must have got people coming up to you, and was it a bit daunting?
It's when you come out of a show like that, you don't realize how big it is. Now, the next day I had to do a radio interview, but I took half a lager in a bag. Yeah, I know that, he remembers. And then I was going through a Victoria train station, and somebody recognized me, and I didn't have half a rat. He was in the bag. And this lad who is a teenager, he stopped me and said, you were on BGT last night. And yes, it was me. And then he went, can I get a picture? I went, hang on a minute, because he doesn't want a picture with me, really. So I got half out the bag, and I'm in Victoria train station, and this kid's having his selfie with me. And then these loads of young girls came over, and they wanted a picture. And then this old couple came over, and then there was 2 policemen looking towards me, and I was thinking I'm going to get in trouble for causing a scene. And the policeman asked for a selfie. It was incredible. It was mad. And but the next day, and this was after the semi-final, the Saturday before the final, I remember being in the shop because I'd just been kicked out. Simon didn't choose me. He went for a singer, Geordie O'Keefe, with a guitar, who was great. But I thought, I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to cook my wife Sunday lunch. I'm going to go to the local M&S garage and get a bottle of Prosecco. So I get the Prosecco, I get to the till, and I see all these people. You can hear them whispering. I said, Britain's Got Talent. You can hear it behind you, about 4 people queuing up behind me. And I'm a little bit embarrassed, really, because I wasn't used to that much attention just going shopping. And so I just put the bottle of Prosecco up and put my debit card up, and it declined. And so it declined. And so I'm like, I'm not only skint, right? Because people think you're loaded once you've been on telly. So I was, thanks, Neil. I love my jacket. And so it's got tea stains on it, just like, yeah. Anyway, so what it was, right, is that it got declined, but I knew I had money in the bank. So, and I only lived across the road. I said, please hold it there. So they served people. They were all giggling at me because they knew that I was skint. So I came back and paid for the Prosecco and enjoyed our lunch. But it's now a good story to tell. So so there you go. Danny Waters, you still work with Danny? Oh, Danny.
Steve, Danny Waters. Steve, it's been brilliant having you on today. Don't go away. I'll take you off now. Have a drink in the green room, and then I'll come back to you in a short while.
Was there a green room? Right? I didn't know you'd build that. I'll go and look next door for that. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, but you have to say that. It's professional, Steve.
Oh, I know. We'll give my best to Aaron and my best to Paul Burling. We're very good mates, me and Paul, but I need to get to know Aaron, who looks like an incredible talent. So I looked at rehearsal. So good luck with Aaron and all that. Thanks for having us on, Johnny. Hello, Johnny.
I'll speak to you very soon, mate. Half a lager. Bye-bye.
See you, mate. See you, Johnny.
Cheers. How about that? What a great... I mean, that is just... I love having my mates on, because I've known Steve, as I said, for many, many years. We got another young man coming on who's one of Potter's favourites, and he's a great entertainer. And it's it's time to meet the one and only Mr. Aaron Bolton. Aaron, come on down.
Hello, how are you?
I love the hat. I love the hat.
Do you know why? So I had lockdown hair. I've trained myself to cut my own hair during lockdown. Because if you've seen, I shaved my head completely. And then obviously we came out of lockdown. And I thought, well, I bet I have to do something about this. So if we go back into lockdown, I can't shave my head again. So I learned how to do like the sides and stuff. But I just haven't had time to do my hair today. So I thought I'll just shove a hat on.
See, so Aaron, it's nice to have you on the show. So what have you been up to during lockdown? I mean, I know you're quite a busy lad, you know, but what have you been up to in lockdown?
Well, to be fair, it's what everyone at homeschooling. Homeschooling's fun. Because I realised just how little I know about anything. Because you leave school, it all goes away. And I've been singing for 18 years, nearly now. And obviously I don't remember maths or English or geography or anything like that. And then you go, here's your homework for primary school students. And then you go, I don't understand any of this. So I'm doing homeschooling. I wanted to do a project. I wanted to keep myself busy. Oh, that's a lovely picture, Johnny. Look at that.
Me and Steve Hewlett, can you believe it? That was taken when I did the Chroma Pier, and we had a birthday party, and it's my birthday party, and it was in Chroma, and that was taken in one of the I think the kitchen, or something in somebody's house, Eddie Bushell's house. It was Eddie Bushell's house in Chroma. Sorry about that.
You have an incredible memory, my friend. That is, I can't remember what I had for breakfast. So.
But, you know, it was funny because it's not name dropping. I was a very good dear friend of Jim Bowen's for many years, and I met Jim later in life when I did the warm-ups for Bullseye, and Jim came over. We started chatting, and I said about it. And I said, I remember your son. He said he got the brains of a gerbil, and your house is called SRS, Station Riding School. It was a station. And he said to me, how do you know? And you know, he said, you're bright. And it's just things I store rubbish in here. Nothing's good. It's just rubbish. I can't remember a song, which Nigel will probably tell you. I can't remember routines because
I've seen you rehearsing comedy and songs, Johnny. I've seen the blunders. I love it.
Well, that's what it's all about. It's just you've been what's it called? It'll be right on the night, you know, getting things wrong. But Aaron, we're going to show a clip. One of the clips. We've got a couple of clips to show. We're going to show the first one of you. I mean, I just love your voice, and the punters love your voice as well. Punters. That's
I've been trying to keep busy. So obviously in March. Oh.
Hakuna Matata.
Oh God.
Ain't no passing craze.
It means no worries for the rest of your days.
It's our problem-free philosophy.
Hakuna Matata. Why? When he was a young warthog.
When I was a young warthog.
Very nice. But he found his aroma like a certain appeal. He could clear the savannah after every meal.
I'm a sensitive soul, though I seem thick-skinned. And it hurt that my friends never stood downwind. And oh, the shame
was a shame.
Put a change in my name.
And lots in the name.
When I got downhearted,
How did you feel?
every time that I...
Come back. Not in front of the kids.
Oh, sorry. Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing craze.
It means no worries for the rest of your days.
It's our problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata.
Absolutely brilliant, Aaron. I mean, added 3 characters. Absolutely, because I remember you doing when I first saw you. One of the first things you did were Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah.
And that was the first thing I said. Christine Grace is superb. It was. I mean, Linda Much. Hi guys. Linda's had her jab today, by the way. Hope you got it okay, Linda. I mean, you know, you work so hard. You work tirelessly, and I mean, you've got just how many songs? I know you said you're recording earlier on. We had a chat.
Yeah.
And you've been recording quite a lot of stuff. I mean,
I've done a song every single day since March 2020. So I'm over 300 in.
Let's show them on screen, Aaron, exactly what you've been doing. I think Nigel's got a clip of all the stuff you've been doing.
Oh, God.
Yeah. You've got it in there.
Yeah, I started doing it. I got a bit bored. So I thought, well, I'll do something. So from March last year, I've done one every single day. And you know what it's like when you gig, you have to do sort of the popular music and stuff like that as well. So I've always loved musicals. I've always loved musicals. And I thought, well, I'm locked in. This is my chance to sort of start doing musical theatre songs again. And I thought it was initially meant to be a month. And I thought I'll do a month.
Begging your pardon.
That's Beetlejuice.
There you go. Look, this is what Aaron's done. Look at this. This is what Aaron's done. Look at that. There's so much stuff there, you know. Now it's going to come up even more. Look at this lot. Look. And this is only it's a couple of weeks, Aaron. This lot, isn't it? Or a week,
it's one every single day. Sometimes I do two. It depends on the day. But yeah, I mean, they're all there.
Aaron, I never knew that many clothes.
Do you know what? So it's really funny. I had someone go, because basically you can go onto the channel, you can subscribe and press like a bell. And every time there's a new video, you can see the new video. But how I work it is I have recording bulk. So I record once a week for 2 hours. And in those 2 hours, I've managed to now get it down so I can record about between 8 and 13 songs within 2 hours. I give myself 2 takes and I try and keep it as like live as possible. So if I mess up once, I give myself one more chance to get it right. And then whichever one ends up being the best, I kind of upload. Oh, here he is. Look.
Was it Whitecliff Bay in 1994?
I mean, I've got to say, Johnny, I love the hair. Do you remember Harry Enfield and Chums?
Yeah,
the show. Your hair looks like one of the Scousers out of that.
Calm down.
Calm down. You know, that's what the hair.
Calm down.
That is a boof font. I like that. But yeah, so I've just done that. But it started as well because obviously I had a lot of free time and I'm kind of out of touch with musicals now. I thought it's my time to catch up and see what's new. And I always like weird things. And Beetlejuice had a musical out, and I thought, oh, I like that. I'll give that a try. And I I've got a whole playlist on there now, just Beetlejuice, the musical stuff, because I love it. It's insane. It's such a weird show. And
you've been at Potters for about 12 years, but prior to that, you were over in Salou working where I worked. I did
RJP. Yeah.
Yes, I did. He put me in a different hotel every night doing gigs, and I loved it. The weather was. I had a fantastic apartment, you know. And I did stipulate. It was ever so funny because he laughed. I said, I need a washing machine. I need a satellite dish because I just can't go to. Because when I was in Mallorca, the place didn't have a washing machine, so I had to go into a laundrette. And I was in the laundrette, and the people had seen me the night before, and they went, "Oh, do you do your own washing?" I went, "Of course. Who's going to do it? I'm single, love. You know what I mean?" But you started RJPs doing close.
I did RJP, yeah. No, I started as a singer. I auditioned as a singer. Went out there, and I learned stuff from the magicians out there. See how I were talking about how I memorize lyrics and scripts and stuff before we come on today, and I've always had an eye for that sort of thing and patterns, and all magic tricks are patterns. I'm like a magician's worst nightmare because I have to dissect something. So I'll see how something's done, and I'll go home and I will do it until I get it right. I'll go, I need to know how this is done. So I'm a worst nightmare for a magician. But yeah, Salou was insane. You obviously know Mitzi Champagne, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I had the best. So poor Mitzi, bless him, he had a tooth probably taken out. And obviously, back in the day, obviously he didn't have any anesthetic. They just gave him a 2-liter bottle of vodka to numb the pain, right? So, and you know, obviously, you're used to seeing Mitzi just dressed up in drag and doing his act and stuff. But obviously, you'd never seen a funnier sight than him just going, "I've been to the dentist. I've been to the dentist. I've had a tooth out." He went, "Aren't you meant to be working tonight?" He went, "Yes." And I just so many experiences like that. That was such a good time out there in Spain.
He's a lovely, lovely man, and he lives down in
Mitzi's fantastic.
Wiltshire way now. But Aaron, obviously you've been doing so much stuff. Do you know what I used to tickle me? Because I did the tour with Frankie Valli. It's not name dropping again, but I did it, and I love it. And when you did Frankie Valli, when you did Frankie's guys with for David, you know, and you did the Frankie, and I said to everybody, you are so like Frankie, you know. I mean, not in the way he is, but the look and the sound. I mean, can you do that bit where you go?
I could try. You know, it's been a while since I've done it. Hang on.
We'll have a go.
I'll step away from the microphone, and the kids downstairs will wonder what the hell's going on. But yeah, under
them trousers are a bit tight.
well, no. The thing is, voices and stuff. I've always liked. Like you'll see with like the Beetlejuice stuff on the YouTube channel. If you go on there, I looked at the original and I tried to put my own thing on it as well. But doing the voice and stuff like that, I've always found it like a nice challenge to be able to do the different voices and adapt, because I hate it when they go, oh, you're this sort of performer, you're this sort of performer. And I think if you can adapt to something, and I think I don't believe in a vocal range. I think it's a muscle, and if you can train it enough, I mean, just being locked in and doing these musical theatre songs, I've managed to sort of extend my range higher than that now, and I can also do a lot lower. I done a Johnny Cash song a couple of days ago. And again, singing really, really low, but it's just adapting your voice. And that's something I always loved. So when we've done the Frankie's guys stuff, I think originally I was meant to be the understudy for Sean, because Sean's got a fantastic voice and he sings really, really high.
My wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire.
You got Robbie Williams then, glance. I thought Robbie coming in.
No, well, so this is the thing. So I try and record once a week, but that I had the idea for, they've done a show called Ring of Fire on Broadway, which is a really great opportunity to sing a Johnny Cash song. And Nigel, who's controlling all this now, he always says I look like the guy who played him in the film. Played Joker recently in a film as well. What's his name?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Whacking Feet. Yeah. And I thought, I'll give that a go. So I've done that, and that was good fun. And so I try and extend the range and try and have a bit of fun with it. The whole point of doing a song every single day was that everyone's bored at home, and I thought, well, for 3 minutes of the day, if people want to come and watch me make an idiot of myself, they can just hop on and come and watch me make an idiot of myself, and it's just fun, you know. And it's also something that I think the kids when they grow up can look back on that and go, oh look, Daddy was an idiot, you know.
You know, Aaron, listen, I'm going to bring you back on right at the very end, but listen, thanks for coming on today. Brilliant.
Thanks for having me.
Touched the surface. I mean, everybody out there loves you at Potters, and you know, obviously you've got more people there, and it's great to see you. And you're looking great. You know, put a bit of weight.
I have put a bit of timber on. I don't know.
Frankie's guys superb. Aaron, they are. This is Frankie's guys superb. Aaron was the first last night at Terrace Bar I saw at Potters in 2011. Such a good voice. See, look, they love you, Aaron.
Thank you so much.
You're getting all the love, Aaron. I've got no love at all. Nobody loves me.
I love you, Johnny. I love you, Johnny. I'll always remember your snakes, your hangman story. That's what I'll always remember, Johnny.
And now we'll tell them that at the end. I'll come back very soon, mate. You take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers, Aaron.
See you in a bit. See you guys. Thank you.
Well, there's Aaron Bolton. Now we're going to. Now this is sort of live. And you can see I've got the same shirt on. But we had a young man on, and this guy was in the final of Britain's Got Talent, and we'll tell you all about it. It's Paul Burling.
How you doing?
What's your name?
Paul Burling.
Paul Burling?
Yes.
And what are you doing, Paul?
Impressions.
Brilliant. Good.
I'm Paul Burling, I'm 40, and I'm a comedy impressionist, and I'll be doing some impressions today. I've always done voices, because I didn't have much of a life because I have 3 sisters, so I can get a word in edgeways. So I just watched lots of TV and started to copy the TV characters. I've worked in many venues. Some places can be very, very quiet. I think the least amount of people I've worked with is about 3 people. Sometimes you don't know when the next gig is coming. You can be sitting there thinking, oh, nothing's coming in, oh, I've got some bills to pay. To win Britain's Got Talent would mean everything to me, because I have 2 small children who I adore, and I just wanted to make them proud of me, you know. Like I say, entering the competition, to me now is because of my age and stuff like that. It is sort of make or break, last chance saloon, whatever you want to call it, really.
Okay, Paul? It's over to you.
Have fun.
Hello. What's your name, sir?
My name's Paul Burling.
Paul, why are you here?
Well, I'm here to achieve what I've really wanted to do in the entertainment business.
And what was that goal?
To be the best in my field, which is impersonations.
And Paul, when you're not doing this, what do you do for a living?
I do this as a living.
Where do you perform?
I do the holiday park circuit.
Yeah.
I also do clubs.
What's the worst club you've ever done?
It's in Kent.
Yeah.
And they sort of paid me off.
Why?
Because they didn't like me, obviously. I just sort of went...
Well, let's hope it doesn't happen tonight, Paul.
OK, are we ready? Thank you.
Welcome to TV Burn. So, good news, Britain's Got Talent's back, yes. And fronted by Anton Deck. Do you know what? I can't decide who's my favourite. There's only one way to sort it out. Fight!
I love cartoons. Do we like cartoons?
Yeah.
Well, I've not got a lot of time left, so here's a few of my favourite. Here we go. Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Oh, Raggy, I don't know. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Oh, Popeye! Okay, Oliver. I'm strung to the finish.
Today, on Having a Laugh with Johnny is a very, very good friend of mine who is actually a TV star. You can't believe, honestly, he's a TV star. I mean, look at him in that picture. Who does he look like? Don't tell me you're Brenner. Sorry. But it is the lovely Paul Burling. Hi, Paul. How are you, mate? How's it going?
I'm all right, mate. It's just nice to sort of speak to somebody else.
Apart from the wife and the kids.
Yeah, apart from the wife and the walls. You know what I mean? So it's great to see you, mate.
I mean, what have you been doing during lockdown, Paul? We've gone through the third lockdown, so what have you been doing? Because it's been hard for everybody.
I know, it's tough, mate. First lockdown, I started doing things because we've got a little bar in our conservatory in the east wing of Burling Mansion, of course, you know, because you've done a bit of TV, so therefore I must be a multi-millionaire. In the east wing, we have a little bar, and I started doing clap for the carers. So I used to remind people to clap for the carers. So I used to be stood behind the bar and do it as different characters. So it'd be like, just to remind people to clap for the carers. And I was just different characters like,
Oh, make sure you clap for the carers, everybody. Come on, it's Tina's house. Clap along. Oh, it's lovely. It really is.
and all that sort of stuff, and a bit of I did a bit of make sure you clap for those carers, because you know what I mean, because they're well cushy. That's right, son. You got to clap for the carers. So I did all that. Just to sort of.
I love impressions. I mean, I do a few impressions, but mine are just awful.
Well,
I mean, the first time we met was in Torquay.
Yeah, mate, blimey. 97.
What year was that?
1997.
96. I was at the Princess Theatre with Freddie, and on weekend I came to something you had Sonia Salmon, Tucker, and Paul Sylvester. Was it Paul Sylvester?
Sylvester, yeah. So it was like our first year. So me and Tucker and Sonia, I think, going out. Our first year was full-time professional entertainers, mate, as full-time visiting acts, you know. And we based ourselves in Torquay, and it was just mad, you know. It was like it was Sonia and Tucker and Paul as well. It was just mad. It was crazy.
Must have been a nut house with like Sonia, you. I mean, 3 comics. I mean, it's that spells disaster. You know what I mean? And could she be the only girl?
We should just. It's so bizarre because. We all know Tucker, he's naturally a very funny man, isn't it? As we all know, and Sonia's very funny as well. But we should just be like doing something really stupid, running around the house or doing really stupid stuff, and then we'll go, oh, we need to get some milk, okay, and we were like going blah, 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 around the house, going, blah, 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 oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. Open the door, just be normal, just completely normal. Go and get the milk, come back in again and go, blah, 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 blah. I mean, completely, you know, it was crazy. It was great times, good fun.
I mean, how did you start? I mean, when you were at school, because most people ask me this, when you were at school, did you do impressions of your teachers?
No,
I'm
not because I'm from Hertfordshire, see, not a lot of people know this. I'm from Hertfordshire, see, and our teachers were very, very boring.
Am I? I'm from Hertfordshire. What part of Hertfordshire are you from?
I was born in Hitchin.
Hitchin?
Yeah.
That's where I was born.
Go on.
Codica.
Well, we all have across the bit, mate.
7 miles down the road from Hitchin.
I know, mate. You see, we could be twins or something. I know. You've got the hair.
You must have come out first before it grew.
Exactly, yeah, and I left it all behind me. But yes, so my teachers are all quite a little bit boring, to my memory. And believe it or not, this is true. At school, I was very shy, John. I was very, very shy. A lot of entertainers are.
Yeah.
And I was extremely shy, but I wasn't an entertainer, and I was just a kid. And I've always had this thing to be able to mimic and do impressions, but I was very shy about it. Do you know what I mean? I was very, very shy about it. So as I grew up, I sort of got a little bit of confidence, and people started going, "Oh, that's a really good." You know, back then I was doing cartoons. I started off doing cartoons. I still do it today because I still love animation, as you know. And so I started off doing all the old, Scooby-Doo and all that sort of, all right. Oh, we got double English. Hey, Scoob, we got to go and do maths after this, dude. Do you know what I mean? Within my school, mate, you know, yikes, and all that sort of stuff. And people go, oh, that's really good. And I was like, oh, no, is it? I don't know. Is it? I don't know. You know what I mean? Because I was sort of like that, I don't know. So then when I did a few things at school that they sort of got me up on stage and stuff, but I never envisaged it as a career. And then when I left school, I did a few jobs. I was a pig farmer.
Really?
I was a pig. My first job.
There's some pigs in Italy. I've been out with a few of them.
I know. You know what I mean? And there's a gag there, but I can't do it. But anyway, so yes, so I sort of did all sorts of jobs really, and couldn't find myself. I couldn't find my place really. So then I sort of left home at 18 and went off to work on the holiday parks in Hemsby at Seacroft. You must remember that.
Oh yeah, I've done it loads of times. Hemsby and Seacroft, yeah, they're great parks.
Then this is 1988, and I was a KP, which means
kitchen porter.
Kitchen porter, exactly. Really? That's a bit close, isn't it? Kitchen porter, because you're right up your nose and our ears. And I was a KP, and that's where I met Mark. I don't know if you've met Mark, but he's like my best mate, and he's been my best mate since, sort of thing. And he's a big lad, really big lad, and don't mess with him, sort of thing. And what happened is, because I didn't know anybody, and I started doing what I did at school, so I'd be mucking about in the kitchens, doing the Norman Wisdom thing and the Frank Spencer's.
No.
So I sort of did that, and then I got some friends like Mark and that, and then people in the that work there, the staff in the staff room, were going, "Yeah, Paul, do that impression of Duke," because Julian Clary just come out. But you know what I mean. He just started and all that, Joan Collins fan club and all that sort of stuff, and the young ones and all that sort of thing. People were like, "Oh, Paul, do that impression, do that impression, mate. Oh, that's really good, that is." So we went, "Hello, punters," and all that sort of thing. I do like a warm hand on my entrance, and all that sort of stuff, as you do. You know what I mean? And the entertainment manager called Max Rayner. I don't know if you remember him.
I remember Max. Yeah, I do, Max. I did it for Max. Yeah, Max Rayner.
I guess he's still going, or still alive anyway. And he got me in the office and said, "I hear you do a few impressions, write a few down, and maybe we'll get you up one night." And I, yeah, whatever. And I think at the time I did about 60 impressions that I knew that I could do quite well. Not that I knew I could do them well. If that makes it don't sound too big-headed. But I didn't know I could do them. But I knew I could do them, but I didn't know if I could do them really well. And then a couple of nights later, in the smaller bar, not the main room, there was the smaller bar.
Oh, the little bar, yeah, I remember it, yeah.
The little show bar thing.
Yes, yeah.
And I was drinking Snake Bite and Black back then. Or Diesel, as some people call it. And I was with Mark, and that stood at the bar. And Max comes up to me and goes, "Here, Paul, here, son, just goes 5 minutes, mate, the act's running late." I said, no, I can't do it. And Mark, like I said, is a big lad, right? And he went, "You're doing it, or I'm going to punch you in the face," right? So I went, and I was like, cacking myself. You know what it's like, mate, when you first start, you're cacking yourself. And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And all I remember I had one, for some bizarre reason, was a beard, a little goatee black beard for Billy Connolly. And all I remember is like Mark going, "Right, you get on there now, right? Get on there now." He was a ventriloquist as well. "Get on there now, son." And he threatened to hit me. So all I remember is, mate, seriously, all I remember is going, "Oh, hello, everybody. It's Fab and Groovy to be here tonight. I don't really know what I'm doing." And then I just ad-libbed for about 15-20 minutes. And then that was it, really.
I think it's either in you or it's not in you, really. You know what I mean? I was always a clown at school, you know?
Yeah.
And I had a red backside from getting the cane so many times, you know what I mean? I really did. And they used to say to me, "Oh, you know, like, take the mickey at the teacher." And I used to walk like the teacher, and, you know, and do stupid stuff like that. And I was always, I mean, the funniest thing, I think I told it on the show before, that I baked a cake and we had the Queen Mother come to our school in Wheat Hampstead. You know Wheat Hampstead?
Well, yeah, it's down the road.
In school, and she came, and I'm standing in the line, and I was a trampoline. I did trampolining for the county, right? It really got quite good. And they turned around and said, she came up to me, she went, "Hello," I went, "Oh, hi." I said, "How's the family? Are they all okay?" Right? We were told not to speak to her. So I said, "How's the family?" She went, I said, "Did you see me on the trampoline?" I said, "I'm not bad, am I?" And then I went, she said, "Well, what else have you done at school?" I said, "Well, I baked a cake." I said, "A Christmas cake." I said, "The girls do the metal work and woodwork, we do baking. So then we, you know, on our own, we can do our own cooking." And my headmaster, Steve's coming out of his ears, right? And I said to her, I said, "Look, I'll go and get me cake and you can have it. Take it home for tea," right? This is true, right? I was only 14, 15. And then they said, anyway, when she went, I got called up to the office the next day, to the headmaster's office. And he said, "I'm not very happy with you, Lawrence." My real name's Lawrence. And I went, "And what?" And the woman, he stepped down. I went, whoa, wait a minute. He said, "He will be the only person the Queen Mother will remember." And that was my first time of making something, because she did laugh, you know what I mean? Only a little lady. Hang on. Yeah, about that big. You know, I was a red. I mean, you've been in red coat, haven't you? Have you been in red coat back then?
Yeah, I did. I think I did most of the coats. I didn't do blue coat. I was at Pontins, but as a KP. But then I went on to Great Yarmouth at Seashore the same year, because me and Mark left Seacroft, and we were barmen at Seashore the same year. So this is 1988. So I was just turned 19. And back in them days, Johnny, do you remember? They're so lucky these days. When they work behind the bar, it tells them how much it is, and it adds it all up for them.
Oh yeah, you didn't then, did you?
Yeah, I'm an idiot. Right, I am an idiot. I'm rubbish at maths. It's not my forte. Do you know what I mean? And so when it got busy in the bar, because I was so slow at adding up, they said, "Oh, Paul, just go and get some glasses, mate. Just go and get some glasses." Yeah, holding everybody up. You know, so it's just go and get some. Go and get some glasses. All right, I nearly really saw it. Anyway. So I'd go into, because I'd get bored doing that. So like you, I'd start getting a bit bored getting the glasses. So I used to just do it as normal, you know, normal wisdom. So I used to go out and go, "Oh, glasses. Oh, no, we've got the glasses there, but oh, give me, you know, all that sort of stuff." And then Pete Conway heard about it, because Pete worked in Limelight Bar.
That's right, Pete Conway, yeah.
Yeah, and it was Ladbrokes then. That's how old it is. It wasn't even then. Ladbrokes then. And Pete heard about me doing these impressions and that, and he sat me down and said, "I'll tell you what, because people sort of know you in your bar, come and do it in my bar, but we would do a little double act thing, and I'm singing because he's obviously a crooner, and he's singing a song, well, strangers in your night, and from the back of the room in Limelight bar was, Garties! all that. So I go, what's on, mate? Hold on. We had a band in them days. No, stop the band a minute. And he'll go, what do you think you're doing? Oh, Mr. Go away! Good night, never go. Oh, what are you doing? So it was that sort of double act thing, and then he'll go off, and I'll stay on, and he used to help me write stuff. And then the following year, I applied to be I was at Corton. Corton was my first season.
Warners.
But it was sort of Haven then, but it was still had own music.
Oh yeah, I know. No, Warners always been Corton and Warners, and Hopton-on-Sea was Haven.
That's right. So it was when Francis Lee was the general manager.
Yeah, that was Corton.
Yeah, so I was there. That was my first season down there.
Yeah, you know something about Pete Conway? I mean, who is he? He's Robin Williams' dad, isn't he? I mean,
Pete. So I owe him quite a lot, really, bless him. And so when I did all the BGT stuff, I did mention it, and it got in the newspapers and stuff. And the headline was, "It only takes a mimic girl."
Oh yeah, because the nice thing is, I mean, you did all that. You did the summer seasons. You headlined down at Babacombe Theatre.
I did it with Slacky. I did it with Matt Slack. Yeah, I didn't headline it. It was me and Matt Slack and Spencer and Lee.
Yeah, I mean, Spencer and Lee. Where are they now? Where are they?
I don't know. I think they're still about. I think they, but I think they.
Great double act. And Matt Slack, great comic as well.
Oh,
I used to follow him along the road and see his number plate, Matt. M5 LAK.
Yeah. He's a good lad, Matt. He's good lad. Really good lad.
But then obviously, how did you come about getting Britain's Got Talent? I mean, how did that come about?
Well, I'll tell you the truth. The truth. An exclusive. It's not an exclusive because I've told a few other people. What happened? The very first series, when Paul Potts won it, I applied for that, but I didn't get through to get to this. So that was 2000 and was it 20 years now, isn't it? 21 years, whatever it was. So 2000, whenever it was, anyway. I applied for the very first series, and I didn't get through. And so I thought, they just want the sob story, they want all that sort of stuff, they want Joe Bloggs. Full due respect to anybody else, because Paul Potts won it because he supposedly worked in, Carphone Warehouse and all this sort of stuff, and they picked him from obscurity. He's great, don't get me wrong, and fair play. And I just felt it was a bit like, they don't want us pros in it, do you know what I mean? They don't want people that have been doing it for years, So I sort of decided not to do it, and then Leah, my latest wife, said, don't do it ever again. And I went, no, I don't want to do it again. And 4 years later, I'm down at Loo Bay in Cornwall.
Oh, no, yeah, Loo Bay. Lovely little park.
Lovely park. And I used to love that place. And I stormed it that night. Like I did most nights, obviously, not. But, I had a really good night. And Bubba, do you remember Bubba? Yeah, I do, yes, yeah. He was there, and he's a good mate of mine, and we was backstage, back cupboard as it is down there, and he had this laptop, and I was having a few pints and stuff, and chatting away and catching up, because I was staying over, so I had a few pints and stuff. Back when I used to drink alcohol. And and he turned his laptop round, and he had the application for Britain's Got Talent again. So this is 2010 now. 2010. 2009 into 2010 season. And I went, no, I'm not doing that. 3 pints later, oh, come on then, let's have a go. I'll do it. So alcohol isn't all bad, folks. And, or good, depending which way you look at it. And I applied for it there and then, and we were just mucking about, filling it in. and then I had to pre-audition in Cardiff at the hotel, and then did pantomime like you do, and then after pantomime it just went a bit. Me and Neil went on holiday, as you do after panto, and they just kept ringing me. BGT kept ringing me all the time, even when I was in Egypt. It's costing me a fortune. Have you got any photos? Any old photos of you as a red coat? Any old photographs of you as working for West Star or whatever? Do you know what I mean? All that sort of stuff. And you know, you got any stories? I was like, you knew something was happening. And then when we got back, I literally, like 2 days before we got back from the holiday, I did the audition in Cardiff, where I got 3,000 people give me a standing ovation. It was completely different. Because the first time I did it, I was like, oh, hello, I'm Paul Burling, I do impressions. No. Well, I thought this time, I'm just going to go for it. I was like, hello, everybody! Here I am, look at me, I don't care anymore. And this sort of stuff. And that obviously helped. And yeah, so that's how that started, really. That's that little journey of the of my career happened, really. And it was good.
Of course, when you win the final, you made the final, and then you got your own TV show, your hour special.
I know, mate. I couldn't believe that. I mean, to get to the final and finish.
It's nice because it's somebody who's worked through. You know, I mean, I got offered it. I've been offered it loads of times. I'm not interested. I'm not good enough for TV, and I'll say that on my hands up. I'm a great comic to do in the parks, the theatres, supporting name acts and things, but I've got no television desires at all. I'm sooner do acting on TV, you know what I mean? And I've got an agent for that, but it's not for me. I'd love to do a game show, and everybody said to me, but not. I mean, one of my favourite TV shows, and you do an impression of it, is Harry Hill. Go on, do Harry Hill. Go on, I'm waiting.
Hello, Johnny. Yeah. It's Johnny Laff, eh? Yeah. What are the chances of this happening, eh, mate? Yeah. You're above me and I'm below you. What are the chances, eh? I love Johnny. What are the chances, eh?
Right. I'll go back to that in a minute. But going back to the TV special. So finishing 5th on Britain's Got Talent, and that year we also did a arena tour as well. So we did like Wembley Arena, the O2 in London.
What was that like?
It was the easiest gig in the world, mate, because I had to do 5 minutes in the first half, 5 minutes in the second half, and then a walk down. And because they're there to see, it's different when you're there and as part of a show or on holiday park or just part of a show, but when they're actually coming to see you, it's different, isn't it? You know that. It's so different. I mean, they're actually paying to come to see you. They know what they're going to get. Do you know what I mean, roughly? And it was amazing, mate. I mean, to do the O2 Arena in London, it's like that. This is ridiculous. And going up to Scotland and over to Ireland as well, Northern Ireland and Ireland, it was just mind-blowing, mate. It was really weird because I was the only one that spoke to the audience. Because everybody else was either a dancer, a singer, or we had the dog act as well, obviously, as you do. And do you know what I mean? And I was the only one that went, hello. Apart from Paddy McGuinness was the compere that year, who's lovely, who's absolutely lovely, really supportive. Hi, everybody, right here. Hello. Come on, Paul, my friend. Come on, mate. No liking, all that sort of stuff. And he was a really lovely guy. And he's a lovely guy. But then I was the only one that spoke to the audience. So when I walked on, please welcome my mate, Paul Burling. Come on, mate. That walk on. And I go, hello, everybody, yes! Hello, Wembley! Hello! It's like, hello, Wembley! This is so exciting! But I didn't do that time because I didn't do Michael McIntyre and stuff. But anyway, that's who it was, buddy. It was like, hello! Because it's so big, you couldn't hear nothing back. So it was just head down. But it was great because they loved it, because they loved everything you do, because you were sort of doing your best bits from what you did on TV, do you know what I mean? But I really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was mental. And then I had the call. What
was the biggest audience? What was the biggest audience? Yeah.
I can't tell you.
Was it in the big arena?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was arenas. So it was like 10,000 people. I don't know. I think there's time to get up. There's no time to get up.
He showed to 8,000 people in Liverpool.
Yeah.
And I was talking, and the guy backstage is going like this because they got monitors all the way down, and they want on the feet.
You think you've got it down, haven't you?
They can hear you. They can sort of hear you at the back, at the front before they hear you at the back. So it's like,
yeah, exactly. So then I had, when I was down in London, so we did Wembley Arena. It was very bizarre. And then we had a couple of days off, and then we had to go and do O2 in London, right? As you do. And then the agent at the time contacted me and said, you've got a meeting in tomorrow morning at ITV, on the Embankment, you know. Right? What's that about? I guess, I don't know. He didn't know what it was about either. And so anyway, go down there, sign in, all that sort of stuff. In the lift, you know, in the lift going up the towers, just going up, ding, 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 ding. It's like, you know, what's going on here? Up to like 26 or something, and it was the commissioner's level, I suppose, but I don't know. And I went into this lady whose name escapes me at the moment, and she goes, "Oh, hello, Paul. How are you? How's the tour going?" I had met her when we were doing BGT. So, sort of, you know, because you meet everybody, don't you? So, oh, hello, yes, yeah, hello. Oh, nice to meet you. I mean, always nice, of course. We're professional. Nice to meet you here, because you don't know who you're speaking to most of the time, do you? And she goes, "Hello, Paul. Yes, we did meet. Oh, yes, hello, yes. Hi." You know what I mean? How's the tour going? It's fine. It's good, you know. Crazy, you know. And then she goes, we'd like to offer you a Christmas special for ITV1. I was like, have you got the right person here? Because I'm not like that. I'm not like, well, obviously, here we go, darling. I was like, really? I was like that. I literally fell off. Literally nearly fell off my chair. Honestly, I literally like that. Joking, aren't you? I'm just like, really? And anyway, cut long story short, he went out twice over Christmas in 2010. 3.7 million viewers on the first time round. Got a bit of a slating like they do, TV critics. And but I felt, you know, whatever I do in my career, no one can ever take that away from me, really. And
at least you've been there, you know what I mean? You've had your own TV show.
It would have been nice to carry on.
And not many people get that, Paul, do they? Do us a favour, Paul. Can you do the characters, the cartoon characters you did on BGT?
Well, the quick.
Yeah, the quick one.
Mate, it's been a while. I haven't worked for like 2 years. Here we go. That must be working so soon after Christmas.
Here we
2019. Here we go then. Got to remember it now. It says, Scooby-Doo, where are you? Raggy, I don't know. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Oh, Popeye. Okay, I'm trying to the finish because I eat my spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
Be quiet. I'm gonna catch a wabbit.
Why, sharp duck.
Okay, guys, let's move, Benny the ball. Sit down, 12 the double. Okay, Casey, look at Susie.
Okay, Muttley, you sniveling hound. Catch that pigeon now.
We are son of meadow. Oh dear, we gotta catch the pigeon. We gotta catch the pigeon.
Oh, homie, you know that I love you.
Oh, big Marge, I love donuts. Don't bite my you little...
Eat my juice, man. Who's inside you, dude? Hey, I guess it's so Krusty the Clown.
Excellent, Smithers. Who is it, man?
Anna Simpson, sir, you know I love you.
Hi, Homer. Thank you, Cardigan.
That's all, folks.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. To remember that. I mean,
I haven't done that for a long time.
It's brilliant having you on the show today, Paul, and we really are pleased. Hopefully when we get open, you know, I mean, and I think people will be crying out to go and see theatre shows, you know, any entertainment, I think they'll be crying out because they've been stuck indoors watching that little square box in the corner, you know, and I think, you know, it's going to be so good for everybody, to get out. Have you had your jab? Yeah, I've got mine. Have you had your jab? Have you had your jab?
No, I'm only 35, aren't I?
How much? How much?
I'm only 35.
I'm only 50. I'm only 50.
Yeah.
Plus VAT. Through the water.
Through the water. No, I must be due it soon.
Yeah, listen, mate, honestly, thanks very much for coming on. Can you leave us with a bit of Harry Hill before you go? A bit more Harry Hill.
Okay. The other night before I fell asleep, I laid down beside me some pens, some pencils, a ruler, and a protractor. Yeah. Next morning, to my surprise, they hadn't moved. I realized they were stationary. What the chances of that happening, eh? Fight!
Paul, listen, love to your wife and your family. We'll have to meet up soon. You take care, mate. God bless you. Cheers, Paul.
Love to everyone out there. Thank you very much.
Yeah, mate. Thanks, Paul. Well, how about that then, eh? God, dear, what a nice long interview that was. Well, thanks to Paul Burling and thanks to Steve Hewlett and also Aaron Bolton. I hope you enjoyed the show today. We went on a bit long today, 15 minutes late. There they are. Steve, how about that? What's he got on his head? Coffee in Listen, I can't hear Aaron. I can't hear Steve. Steve, I can't hear you, but never mind. Listen, guys, thanks very much for coming to the show. Have a great time.
Thank you, Johnny.
Thanks for having me, mate.
Listen, guys, we'll do something else, honestly, very soon.
Well done, Aaron.
Thanks so much, guys, for coming
You too,
on.
man. Thank you very much for having me, mate. Honestly, it's been lovely.
Cheers. Listen, God bless you both. I'll speak to you very, very soon. All right, take care. Thanks to Aaron Bolton.
Bye, guys.
And cheers, mate. Thanks to Nigel for putting this together today. Thank you very much, Nigel. And I've enjoyed it. It's been great. I've loved it today. And next week we've got some TV people on as well. So be great. We're just trying to keep the morale up. Don't forget tomorrow night, Nigel's doing his the nostalgia show with all the clips from years gone by. I mean, last night was fantastic. Loved the show last night. Great clips and Busby. You know, the chair. What chair are they talking about? And then Mike came on and said about the chair. But fantastic, Nigel. I'd say on Thursday it's Nigel doing his nostalgia, all the clips that you've asked for, and then on Friday, of course, it's back with Mark Brewer's house party. There we go, and then it'll be the weekend. Listen, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Please share if you can. It'd be great to let other people see it. But you've been fantastic today. Thank you very much. God bless you all, and have a great weekend. Take care. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye. Thank you.